Hi everyone. This week the sun is in human design, gate 51, the gate of shock. And this is the energy to awaken self and others to higher states of consciousness through shock. So gate 51 has a tendency to attract shocking experiences and events to somebody. And it's not to harm you or hurt you. It's actually meant to catapult you into states of growth and learning and higher consciousness. So anyone with gate 51 in my life usually has a traumatic history. Not necessarily, but it's common from what I see. And the low expression would be allowing these traumatic events to bring you down, to get bogged in a state of helplessness. But what's nice about gate 51 too is that it knows underneath there is a lesson to be learned, that within each event there is this initiation that takes place that allows you to grow and learn and evolve. And in turn, once you have that, you are meant to help others grow, learn, and evolve. So one example of this is a friend of mine who is a sex therapist. She has been through significant trauma in her life, and now she is using her new knowledge of sex to empower others. And this is a subject that is kind of taboo in our culture, although it's becoming less so, right? And it's due to people like her who are waking others up. Okay. Another example is my partner. So my partner was an alcoholic for a long time, and in the process experienced these harmful events where he hurt others and also where he was hurt by others. And it woke him up, right? And he decided one day, I am going to quit drinking. And he did it cold turkey, which was a little unusual because a lot of people will say, oh, you need somebody to help you be accountable. You need an Alcoholics Anonymous or a program to help you through it. And he really didn't. He just was like, I am done. And there's a competitive edge to gate 51 too, where it's like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm going to be first. I'm going to do it. And he definitely has that competitive spirit in him. Okay, so once he awakened to this idea, this truth that alcohol wasn't good for him and that he was better off in his relationships by abandoning it entirely. He has since, shared his story with people like me who heard it and were deeply inspired by it. So when I first heard him share, I was 2 months sober and I was debating this idea that, maybe this isn't right for me. And hearing his story just sort of solidified it. Like, you know what? I don't need alcohol in my life. It makes me do things that I later regret, and I'm better off in my health without it. Okay. And so he's inspiring me. He wasn't pressuring me. He wasn't forcing me to stop drinking. It was my own decision, right? But I found him to be incredibly impactful. Yes. So anyone with this gate, the gate of shock, is usually drawn to more things that are alternative, right? And it can be scary to jump off the cliff and maybe inspire others in ways that are alternative, right? We're afraid, are people going to judge me? But trust, if you have this gate, you are meant to do just that. So finding what speaks to you, what inspires you, and sharing that with others is important. Shocking others out of complacency. Okay, I think that's it. If you'd like to know more about your human design, what energies you experience the most frequently, you can book a reading with me at alyssahan.com/human design. Or if you have the gate of shock in your chart, I recommend trying a theta healing session with me. Oftentimes when we have these difficult events or repeating patterns that are harmful in our life, we're like, well, this isn't benefiting me at all. Why is this happening? And theta healing is a great way to understand why it's happening and what you are meant to be learning from it. Okay, I think that's it for today. This was kind of a long one. Have a great week.